All right, happy Friday, everybody. We're excited to be here. We got some amazing guests. Well, amazing guest, right? And I'm excited to talk to him about everything. We're talking about lasers, podcasts, Cardanos, and, you know, yeah, man, I don't know why I got so tongue-tied there at the beginning.
That's all right. What's going on?
I mean, the Cardanos, bro. How are you doing, man?
Happy I'm doing
Friday.
All right.
Dude,
it is Friday.
I'm excited about this one. I feel like I say that a lot, but one of the first things I want to say is welcome to the boardroom. Thank you, everybody that's tuned in. We're excited to have you here. We also need to give a shout out to channel sponsor, CryptoChips.io. So make sure to support the channel by following our sponsor at CryptoChips.io on X.com. You can get all kinds of custom merch. There's really good quality stuff, and they're really amazing. So, yeah.
Thank you. This was just sprung on me right now. We greatly appreciate CryptoChips.io.
Yeah, and so we'll be giving away something. All you have to do is like, retweet, and make sure that you follow at NFT Machinist, and then at Desert_Crypto, and at the _ John Carter. So there we go. Oh, and then
we actually have to do another giveaway because I lied to the audience on Wednesday.
Oh no.
I said we were going to do it. I said we were going to do a giveaway. I was sick as fuck. It lapsed towards the end of the stream, and then we just ended the stream. So we are going to do another giveaway on top of that.
Oh, excellent. So we got 2 giveaways, double giveaways. Man.
2 giveaways.
Twice the chance to win.
Same requirements. Do everything John just said. Same requirements.
Yep. Got to follow everybody. And retweet and like the stream. Give us a comment, say what's up. Oh, Jaleesa.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us. All right.
Bro,
so
how about, I just want to say this real quick. How about that bro airdrop today?
Dude. Oh my goodness. Okay. First of all, I was poor. I was like, oh man, I got to pay these things at the end of the month. Right. And then that happened. You told me I had to borrow some Pulse from you just so I could bridge. And that was like $1,200 for me.
Right? Bro, dude. I'm down like 70% on my Ben coin.
Yep.
And then he announces the airdrop. Yeah. I had X amount I invested, down 70%. He airdropped it. I checked it. I was like, holy shit. I'm up 7x from my current position, which puts me up about 3x from my original position. I was like, let's do it. Automatically cash them out to USDC. Let's let the rest ride, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Now I gotta start fucking around in Pulse Chain.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start playing around in there. But I do want to take a moment, despite how anybody feels about Ben Armstrong. I just want to say, Ben Armstrong, look, I'm looking at you. I want to say, bro, thanks, man. That was great. I might hang out in Pulse for a while, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
All right, man. We can't just, well, I mean, we can, but we can't. Because I'm excited to talk to the machinist. We got some stuff to show him. Yeah, let's bring him up. Let's see what he's been up to. Boom.
Here, am I up?
You're up.
You are up.
Bro, my ex-wife used to say I could never get up, and look at me now.
Look at me now.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Dude, I'm sorry. I know this is later.
We know you're old. I'm old, but it's late for you.
Yeah, it's like 10 p.m. here. Which doesn't seem bad, right? But I get up this morning. I had to get up at like 3 or 3:30. Normally it's like 4:30. But yeah, it's been a long day, but a good day. So that's all right.
Oh, I feel it. 10 o'clock, I'm in bed. It don't matter what time I get up. It seems like when I was younger, I couldn't go to sleep at night. Now there's no way I can stay up.
Yeah, it's a mess. And then you can't sleep in, right? It's like 7 a.m. I feel like I've slept till noon. Like, what the fuck happened to my life?
Exactly.
And what are you guys talking about with this Ben coin airdrop? Because I think I have some Ben.
Oh, then you gotta check it out. Okay, so they dropped you Bro. If you have Ben coin, they dropped you Bro, which is on Pulse Chain. So it's really crazy difficult to actually like get it out, and it costs like, I mean, I don't know, probably like $10-12 of ETH in transactions to bridge all the way out.
God, I fucking hate ETH. I'm sorry.
Dude,
I'm sorry, Ethereum people. I hate.
Dude.
Oh, I hate ETH too.
I hate having to travel.
I've been in here, but I don't see. I have like
so what you got to do? You got to go into your MetaMask.
Got it.
Okay. You got to add Pulse Chain.
Oh, God.
Hold on. Wait. Let's plug our Discord. So you go into the JPG Empire Discord, which you're already in. And
let me bring it up real quick.
Yeah, it's gonna show you. And we have all the instructions right there.
All right. Is this a useless coin or is this a good coin?
I mean,
this is a meme coin.
All right.
It's just a straight meme coin, no utility. Let it go to the moon. Like we were talking about it all afternoon in our DGen channel here. Let me get up here.
So there's 9-inch.
Okay, right here.
Okay, so this will have everything I need.
Right here. So yeah, everybody go ahead and screenshot that, or if you have access to our DGen's trade, I think you have to be whale and up. You know what? We are going to.
Well, I just screenshotted it. If you want to take it down, I'll sell it as an NFT. If anybody wants their bro, pay me, bro.
Dude, but seriously, so like this was I had like $200 worth of Ben coin, and I took out $1,200 worth of Bro right now.
Really? I have. It used to be worth, I think, like $20 because I was like, whatever, I'll just get this. Maybe someday it'll go up. It was before like the falling off the pedestal of Ben Armstrong, right? When everything happened, and now I think it's worth like $6. So I probably
so you got it.
Right.
You probably got at least 10x, 7x, something like that.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
Of your initial investment too.
Okay.
So if anybody needs the
we lost him.
He's
out there playing on Pulse Chain.
I think he hit the wrong button. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Machinist to come back, anybody that needs all the information for there he is.
That was fucking weird. StreamYard just came up and the screen just said, sorry, you're fucked. Try again.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Cool. Thanks. So I've never seen that. I've used this for years.
Anybody that needs the information on how to add Pulse Network to your MetaMask or anything like that, I just reposted it in general chat. And this is the DEX
9-inch
added right there.
I used it as great.
Launched the actual coin. So there you go, everybody. I don't know which screen we got popped up here. I have some on Ledger and CB Wallet. I'll have to see how to check the CB Wallet. Okay, let me remove that and I will respond to him.
I turned my VPN off. I think that might have been it. Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
During the stream?
Right?
Yeah. Well, no, I just did it now in case it was switching servers or something and it got funky. So.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone wants to hack my shit, now's the time.
I don't know about you, but I live in Mexico.
Yeah, no. Well, kind of. I mean, Connecticut, some parts of Connecticut are like Mexico. Cold.
Right.
Everything else.
So Yeah, dude, that airdrop was sick. That was amazing. This is gonna be great because I already moved it to my like Coinbase debit card. Now when my wife comes home and I'm like, babe, I've got this money, she's gonna be like, you're telling me you haven't just been fucking around on the internet talking to your friends forever? You know?
Jaleesa, import your seed phrase. If you have it on, I imagine you might have it on Coinbase Wallet or Trust Wallet. So I have mine on Trust Wallet also, but Trust Wallet doesn't support Pulse Chain. So if you open up a MetaMask and you restore wallet and use your seed phrase from whatever Ethereum wallet you have, then repopulate it on MetaMask and you can go ahead and do that.
Yes, I did the same thing. And I was scared because I had it on Trust Wallet and I couldn't find my seed phrase, but Trust Wallet let me find it, restored it really quick over in MetaMask. $1,200, baby.
That's
my wife and I'm taking her to dinner.
Oh, what's up, Chris? What's happening, man? Thanks for hanging out. We're just talking shit. It's gonna be fun. We're talking about Ben Coin, Ben Armstrong's coin, which is not Ben. Right. Well, it's still Ben Coin, but you got Bro Coin for having Ben Coin. That's hard to say.
Right.
Yeah.
And Brocoin supposedly has absolutely no utility. They have no plans for it. Nice. I was in Telegram earlier. So I hate Telegram.
Yeah, me too.
And then somebody got me to start using it more. And I think it's the guy in the big box on the screen right here for some FOMO coin, which is still 2x, by the way, since I bought it.
Listen, mine's like 2000x. Should have listened to me a couple weeks earlier, my friend, when I first started yelling about it.
As soon as I seen it, I bought it.
Oh, yeah. Not financial advice, of course.
Right.
Yeah, nothing we say here is financial advice.
Read
Always
the disclaimer, John.
Oh, yeah. JPG Empire is a community-driven Web3 project aimed at adding value to the Cardano ecosystem. There should be no expectations of financial gains connected to any asset and or product related to the JPEG Empire. Nothing we say here is financial advice. Do your own research. But, you know, yeah. And then the thing that I always say now, because it cracks me up, I have to. Do not, under any circumstances, buy red wine hooker blow gold oil Inu on Algorand.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, and don't use Tiny Man to purchase it.
Why?
Not financial advice.
Why not? Is that a good?
So
I made a rune called Atlas Chaps on Bitcoin.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
I think it's minting right now. Actually.
So the red wine. So it's RWA is the ticker.
Right.
And somebody really deep in the Algorand community launched that token, and it was just funny because it's kind of like the Obama Sonic Harry Potter Inu thing, and yeah, but like it was distributed to most Algorand communities. So if you're in Algorand, there's a good chance you got a airdrop somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah,
it is crazy how big like just the whole crypto ecosystem is, right? Like we're, you know, whether we're on Cardano or Bitcoin or ETH, wherever you are, right? At least me, I kind of get tunnel vision, right? Like when I was really focused on Cardano, it's all I saw, and there was so much going on. And then if you take a step back, you realize there's all these other chains with just as much, if not more, going on. Like it's absolutely fucking insane.
Oh yeah.
How much is going on in the world of crypto?
That's that actually I try to tell everybody that Cardano may be my biggest bag, but I got a lot of different coins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in a lot of different ecosystems.
Yeah, it's important to diversify. When I first started talking about Radix, I got a lot of hateful fucking DMs from people. Like I belong to Cardano or something, which, you know, still do Cardano. I still hold Cardano. I still like Cardano. But if I see something else that I like, I'm going to go after it too. Just how it is, you know?
Yeah. To be a maxi is ridiculous. It don't matter if you're a Bitcoin maxi, a ETH maxi, a Cardano maxi. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. You're limiting yourself. The whole point of Web3 is no barriers, right? The only barriers in Web3 are the ones we put there.
Yep. That's right.
100%. So one of the big questions that I actually had for you was, So you've interviewed a whole lot of amazing projects on Cardano, right? And then recently you've had this kind of like shift a little bit where you're like dipping into Radix and some of these other things. So like my question is, from the Cardano interviews, what have been some of the ones that have stood out to you a little bit more here lately, like that you're like kind of bullish on, that you find interesting? And then like tell me about like the shift that you've felt since you've been playing in all these other ponds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've done a lot. I mean, just the pre-recorded podcast, I think season 1 had almost 100 episodes. And that wasn't including like almost 300 spaces. I was doing spaces 5 days a week, when the market was really pumping a couple of years ago. But recently, I don't know, man, Fluid Tokens is really exciting. Raul is an amazing guy. And what he's doing with Bitcoin, right, and the permissionless loan protocols and lending and borrowing, everything else on Bitcoin using UTXOs, and then bringing that back, right, to Fluid Token, which lives on Cardano, right? It's not like they're making, whatever they make on Fluid Tokens on Bitcoin is staying on Bitcoin, right? It still strengthens the Cardano ecosystem. So yeah, they're doing really cool stuff. And who the hell else? Wi-Fi, believe it or not, it's Steve from Wi-Fi on, and we talked about not just what they're doing. Like you can actually have a fucking shopping cart on Wi-Fi and go through and get all these different, pairs, whatever you want, fill up a shopping cart like you're on Amazon and submit them all with one transaction fee. But they have T-1 now, that token launch pad. And we walked through it live on a video. I think it was only like 2-3 weeks ago on testnet before they had Palm Economy launch. And it really is, it's cool. It takes down that barrier to entry for people that maybe have a great idea and want to launch something, but they don't know how to code, right? They're not a developer, and maybe they don't have the money to pay for a good developer. So they're just stuck, and they're like, well, guess somebody else will build it. With tools like this, anybody can do it.
That's sick.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it's like a dev toolkit?
Well, kind of. It's like if you want to make a token, we actually did it. We went in on testnet and just made like a fake Wenmint token. You go in, you set your tokenomics, right? You upload the picture for the token, it mints the token for you and everything, and does the pre-sale for you. Like it handles everything, right? Your own page for the launch pad, the pre-sale. Yeah, it's really fucking cool, man. They put a lot of work into it.
See, I'm saying that for Dev. I feel like he's like taking notes right now. He's like,
maybe.
Aaron, the dev, you're fired. You're out of here, Aaron. We don't need you anymore. Thanks. It's been great.
Let me see. It's Wi-Fi built it, but it's called T-1.
It's called T-1.
Yeah, spell minus out, like letter T, spell minus. Let's see. Yep, you'll see it. T-1 token creator platform on X. It's at T-1 Pro. I think it's actually T-1.pro online. Don't just go to that link, people. Go check on X.
Yeah, do your own research. Yeah, don't be silly.
T-. Oh no, that's T- official. T-.
Oh, there it is. Yep. So it is T-1.pro. All spelled out is the website, and you can find it at T-1 Pro on X. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It really takes away that barrier to entry for things. It's one of the things I liked about Radix, right? It's how easy it is to build.
T- Productions? Is that what it is?
No, T-1 Pro.
Oh, one. Okay, I forgot the
like O-N-E. Spell the whole thing out.
Oh, spell the whole thing out. Okay.
Yeah, the letter T and then minus spelled out.
Okay.
And then one spelled out, and then pro spelled out. And you got it.
All right.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And this weekend, I'm looking forward to this weekend because on Sunday at 6 p.m. UTC, I think I'm going to have Bees Hive and Alpha Surfers on. And those guys are doing great things. CMAT died, Alpha Surfers. Like if you're on Cardano and you don't know CMAT died, like you're losing money, in my opinion. He's an amazing trader, right? Works with Angel Finance. So he's got that going on, and Bees Hive's doing great things for people. So
who are you gonna have from Bees Hive? Are you gonna have CB on?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he was one of our best interviews. He's
it's
definitely knowledgeable, definitely full of energy for sure.
Yeah, he's great. Well, but so since you've been over in the playing in the Radix side, I mean, how deep are you over there? What's going on over there? Tell me about it. I haven't gotten there too much. I know Desert's played a little bit over there.
It's cool, man. It's very early. Even earlier than it was when Boss Cats and everything were dropping out. It's stupid early over there because they've been building this chain forever. Right, Dan Hughes. I actually got to talk to Dan Hughes. He's the founder of the blockchain. He jumped in on a space I had earlier today. I do a space every Friday now called Radix Review, and then we put it up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just rip a recording and just throw it up there. There's not a bunch of editing. I've gotten past spending hours and hours editing shit. I just put it up now. DGens don't care, right?
Right.
But it's. They just got smart contract capability. I think I'd be lying if I told you exactly when. A couple months ago, right? But a lot of people in that ecosystem, that's all they know. So they haven't seen some of the stuff we can build. So the excitement of the first NFT marketplace, right? The excitement of an over-the-counter swap site, right? An NFT launchpad, all this stuff is new and people are excited. They're all working together. All these projects are just helping each other. They're trading devs. It's weird to say, but it's kind of incestuous over there with developers because everybody's working on everybody else's projects. And I don't know, man, it's a fun thing to be a part of because it's growing so quickly. And everyone is super, super welcoming. I found it because Speezus got his fucking wallet drained on Solana. And I guess he was hate posting about it on X, just parading the crypto gods for stealing all his money. And just someone from Radix reached out and they were like, hey man, you got a Radix wallet? Send me your wallet. We'll send you some stuff. And I think he got hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of tokens from founders of projects that just hated hearing that it happened. And that's how I heard about it. And I started digging over there because that's what I've always done is I like research. And yeah, it's fantastic. The stuff you can do with their programming language is it's nuts. It's kind of based on Rust. It's called Scripto. It's crypto with an S in the beginning, but it's almost it's building smart contracts with Legos is how the founder explained it. Once you learn the basics of it, it's super easy to do. Nothing can be hidden from anybody. If there's a backdoor in a smart contract or something weird, you will see it in the transaction when you sign. It will very clearly tell you. And the UI is super easy. And it gets what they're shooting for 1 million transactions per second with finality in under 5 seconds. That's insane. That's mass adoption right there. And it's never failed. It hasn't gone down. I've never seen a transaction take more than 2 or 3 seconds, at least mine. I don't know. It's just cool tech. That's why I like Cardano. It's cool tech, and I think it'll change things, especially when it comes to governance. And Radix definitely has some really fucking cool tech.
I know when I watched that podcast when you did the overview of Radix and everything like that, and I went in there and I was like, wait a minute, this is freaking XRD. I was like, this. I remembered it from last cycle. I was like, isn't this a dead fucking project? But that makes sense now. They just now got smart contracts, and that's why everything's blowing up. That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, they have their Cerebus release, if I'm pronouncing it right, and that's what enabled all of what everything they're doing now. Look at XRD domains. I did a live stream with them. It's kind of like ADA handles, right? You get johncarter.xrd or desertcrypto.xrd, but on top of that, you can actually. There's subdomains that are attached to that. You can use that to either link off to or redirect to a real website, totally for free, right? So you could have, if you got JPGEmpire.xrd, then you can have any domain you want. You don't have to pay a ton of money or some .com domain name, you can just use your fucking XRD domain and just free,
That's amazing.
Hook up any website you want to it. There's more they have going that I almost slipped, but I'm not allowed to talk about. I have this great knack, man. Wherever I go, people tell me shit they shouldn't tell me. I never share it. I think that's why people tell me, because they're like, well, he hasn't fucking spilled the beans in 3-4 years. So, but there's a lot of people building some really cool stuff over there that is eating me alive that I cannot talk about. But yeah.
So I got a question then, building off what you said, 3-4 years. So you were like kind of the OG when it comes to podcasts for Cardano's, interviews, stuff like that, spaces, always doing live stuff. What advice do you have for us when it comes to interviewing? And because we've just been flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, you got to do it.
We're dealing with the mint. We're trying to get the project figured out, trying to get the mint going. But then we're like, we need to start this YouTube. So then this pushes people towards our Discord, pushes people towards the mint, gets us out, shows us. So we are doxed, you know what I mean? Get a little more trustability in the project. Let people know that, the founders are gone. It's us. We're here. You know what I mean? We're doing all this shit for free. We ain't pulled any money out of anything we've done. So what advice, like in the interviewing process, setting up, segments or anything like that you could give us?
I think when I first started, and I'm being completely honest here, I was like, I forget what project it was. I found Cardano and I thought it was interesting. I kind of fell in love with NFTs pretty quickly, right? And I just nerded out and started digging into stuff. And there were a ton of rugs at the time, right? This was like, I think late 2020. Early 2021, maybe something like that. I don't know.
Back during the send money through Discord type.
Yeah,
minting.
Yeah, just dropping an address, or you have a wallet that if the mint's 50 ADA, you only put 50 ADA in the wallet, then you send the transaction 50 times and hope one of them goes through, but you don't put more ADA in the wallet than you actually want to spend, so it doesn't send.
Right.
Yeah, but I just I didn't even know what a podcast really was because I never listened to one. Like I really wasn't up, and I was like, I just want to do this. I'll do like a radio show, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, I guess that's a podcast. And I wasn't good. I was not good at it, but I just did it, and I loved it, and I acted like it was the biggest shit that Cardano had ever seen. And I believed it, and I think that belief helped other people just accept it, and it made me get better because I wanted to be good, right? I wanted it. I just wanted to help people. Like Monopoly Money, I'll never forget that. It was the first rug I ever called. I called it like 3 weeks in advance, did a huge fucking show on it, pointed everything out. Some people didn't believe me. Some did, and the ones that did saved a lot of money. And I just got hooked, man. So just you got to be yourself. Don't give a shit what anybody thinks because it's your show, right? They don't like it. They don't have to watch. It's not like they're paying to watch it, right? So
that's true.
And if you are watching this right now, you're not paying to watch it. You're probably going to win some stuff. So please retweet, subscribe.
Speaking of that,
whatever you got to do.
Boom. Hit the like, subscribe, retweet, tell your friends. This is word from the machinist. So you have to do it.
Yeah,
that's just all there is to it.
I make bad choices in my life, but I'll never make them in yours.
That's right.
But honestly, when it comes to format, you just got to see what works. Like with season 1, it was almost the same format every time. Right. I just found something that worked. I did my little, because I was audio only at first. Right. I did my little intro, cut into the interview, asked them about themselves, went through the white paper, always had the same final question and then the same wrap up. And that was it. Because it's hard to have a solo show. You guys have 2 people, there's banter, but when you kind of got to carry it on your own for a bit, it's a good
monologue.
Yeah. That's why I'm so good at rambling. So
that's good. It's filling up our space right here, right now. We don't have the questions.
You just have to do it, and anything you do is going to become a job, right? It's going to start to feel like a job, and you're not going to want to do it. But if you love it enough, you'll do it anyway. There have been many times that I've hated doing this, and I just want to be a regular DJ because I never got to be a regular DJ. Because as soon as I joined the space, I started doing it. So ever since day one, it was always, well, what's this tweet gonna mean to Wenmint? What's this tweet gonna mean to this or that or the other thing? Or I can't give my true opinion on something because it might hurt somebody's bags, you know? And not like it's a, you know, I'm no fucking whoever, you know, Ben Armstrong or anything, but there are people that even if I tell them, do your own research, they won't. That's the worst part. There's going to be people out there that you guys say, don't listen to what we say, but they love you and they're going to buy anything you talk about. And that's scary, you know, if you have a conscience, which is probably why I'm a broke content creator, because the ones that don't have a conscience, those are the ones that get rich.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
I hear you on that though. Like, so as soon as I accepted a council role with the JPEG Junkies, now JPG Empire, and I put that on my Twitter and I put that on my handle, then it's like, fuck, man. I'm a troll. So every time I post something, how's this going to reflect on the project?
Right.
How's this? You know what I mean? It's like, I like messing with people, you know, and then your political views, people want to take your political views into account and this and that. It's like, you can't, you know, it's like this ain't,
it's a nightmare.
So,
and then I've individual, you become a brand, right?
Right.
It's like you can't even be yourself. You end up playing a character, you know?
Right.
I don't know. You just got to, that's why you have to, from the beginning, just be yourself and don't care what anybody thinks, because otherwise you're going to get stuck in something that you're acting like something you're not, and you're going to hate it. Like, I just don't give a shit. And I'll tell people they're a rug pull, or I think they're a scammer, or they're a piece of shit, or I'll tell somebody that I absolutely love a project no matter what they think. And that's okay. You know, and I just, if people don't like it, I'm not charging. So it's the way I see it.
I love that.
So are you happy you went like the interview route?
I think so.
So we, because we're late at night,
right?
So it's like 7 o'clock on the Pacific Coast, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. And what we're thinking is during our live streams, we just do like a Cardano news update.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like watching the news at night, but you're watching what's going on in the ecosystem, you know, the past days, events, this and that, projects, and then doing pre-record interviews and dropping them on our off days.
Right.
So I don't know. We're trying to work that out. We're trying to figure out. It's hard to get people booked at this time. I mean, we're doing it on a Friday night because, I mean, you can't be up till 10 o'clock during a work night.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think interviews are good, but it's a lot of times people want to script it. You guys have probably gotten this. Somebody wants to come on the show and it's like, okay, cool. You're going to talk about your project. And they show up and they're like, so what should I talk about? It's like, talk about the fucking thing you've been building for 6 months and you took everybody's money for, bro. Like, what do you mean? What do you talk about? Right.
Right.
But honestly, I think I've never scripted anything. From day one, I've never had one thing written down. And I mean, sometimes I'll trip over my shit, but whatever, it makes it authentic. But I think like with you guys, if people are watching this, like even with the news, they could get daily or weekly Cardano or just general crypto news anywhere else they're watching because they want to hear it from you guys, right? And they want to be part of the conversation. And that's what I try to do. You sound excited. If you're having fun, if you're, you know, laughing with each other, you pull the people that are listening into the conversation. And they feel like, even if they can't talk, they feel like they're part of it, right? And maybe this is someone that doesn't have anybody, right? And I've had comments like that people that are just like, they're alone, they don't have friends, whatever, they're like super nerdy and awkward, and that's cool because I'm fucking nerdy and awkward, like not saying that's bad. But you know, they say like, when I listen to this, like it's fun, like I feel like I'm hanging out with friends. And that's all it needs to be. If it's scripted, it sounds dry. And if it's dry, it's boring. And if it's boring, nobody's gonna want to listen. So it's have fun.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
so like,
have a good time.
Today, Catalyst Fund gave out $13 million.
Yeah,
and in
everyone
the news,
didn't deserve it.
So here's like kind of a left field one. So you've probably heard about butane.
Yeah.
Right. Have you talked to them? Do you know anything?
I do know them.
You did talk to them.
Yeah, why? Well, not on the show. Not on the show.
Okay. You just talked to them.
Talked to the founder like in DMs.
Okay, like I want to, and I have like been in a ticket for ages, trying to like. At first, I was like, "Hey, look, I got this stream. I'm trying to get you all out here," because like that's such a crazy story. We were reading about it the other day, and it's like it was like in the first like 5-6 hours or like first 55 minutes. I think it was like 6 million ADA. And then, like in the like the first 24 hours, is like 50 million ADA. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
We went down their website, and the idea and the concept is awesome.
Yeah, so it's really cool. And he was building for a while and kind of quiet. Like, remember in the beginning when it first launched, and like they were all loud on Twitter and talking about it. Everyone like swarmed the fucking Discord, and then it just kind of got quiet for a couple months, you know, and he'd pop in and say, yeah, we're building shit, and then pop back out, which is fine. You know, some people do development stuff with their head down, and that's cool. But yeah, when it came out, I think it took everybody by surprise just how quickly that shit got snatched up. But yeah, I had some conversations with him. He's an alright guy. At first we I can't tell the story, but yeah, I wish I could talk about it, man. It's the funniest fucking story. We almost really hated each other, and then we did, and we ended up getting because I don't know. Anyway.
A lot of my best friends are like that. You know what I mean? I thought that they were the worst. We were fighting about nothing, and then like we get to know each other, and then we're like, hey, you're not that bad,
right?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think it really matters. I'll tell you. So here, we're gonna do this, and if you're mad, you should come on the JPEG Empire stream and talk to me about it. But it's not really right. And I don't have any hard feelings. But when Butane first launched, they put a thing up that said post your ADA handle, right? And you know, with like the airdrop thing or whatever. You know how people were doing that. You just post a handle and nobody ever gets anything. It's just engagement farming. I don't know if they did that. Maybe they did send stuff out. I don't know. But to support, because I thought it was cool, I went and checked ADA handles, and butane $butane was there. Nobody had got it, so I got it and posted it, and then I got a very angry DM saying that I had to, you know, that I was trying to hold this over his head and he'd buy it from me and this and don't price gouge me. And I was like, bro, I bought it to support. And then I got a little upset because this guy was just coming at me out of left field. And so at the end, I was just like, man, like, do you even know like who I am? I've never taken a thing from anybody. Like, I wouldn't do that to you. I'm like, you can fucking have it on GP. I'm like, I don't want anything. You can have it, dude. Just don't act like that. And then he backed off, and I get it. He probably thought someone was getting it because someone did that to me on XRD. You know, I'm spinning something up called XRD gens over there, and then they posted XRD gen, and it's like, why would you do that? Like, are you trying to get me to come buy that from you? Is that what it is? He probably didn't mean it like that, but it does go through your head. So it's probably what he, you know, I get why he thought that, but after that, we got along great, and I just gave him the hand.
See, I want him on. I want to talk to him. I want to look at his pearly whites, man.
Smart, super smart.
Because I mean, like, that's so much money, and it's like it was like 4 devs or something like that. Like
I don't talk to him. I forget his name. God, I'm getting old, man. Fuck. Let's see if I can look this up. But yeah, I remember I was talking to I think I was on the phone with Catnip from Boss Cat when the whole thing was happening, and I was like, this is insane.
I'm excited to talk to him.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Catnip, what's going on with Boss Cats?
Whoa, look at that fucking shirt, bro.
Yeah, man. Did you see this already?
I did see that, but I was trying to act like I didn't, and I was excited.
No, it's good. I love it.
Ruined it, John.
Have you seen the other sneak peeks, these guys?
I have.
Dude, I'm so excited about it. And we don't even have, like, these aren't even with all of the different accessories and, like, all the different stuff, but we'll have so much more soon.
Bro, can I tell you something? Out of love, that I saw and I just thought was really funny. And if it was any other project, you guys would probably laugh, but you'll probably just rug me and kick me out of here. Remember the sneak peek you guys put up with the guy's mouth where he was like doing the O face?
Yeah.
It's actually called arse face.
I was like, bro, I cropped the picture really small so it was just the mouth, and I sent it to somebody. I was like, what do you think this is? And I was like, that's totally, he has a butthole for a mouth.
No, that was exactly actually like that was his intention.
That's literally what the metadata says is arse face.
Yeah. Yeah, but like what's funny is okay, so like Omens, right? Yeah. You remember how much people hated the bubble gum, like the bubble or whatever it was?
Yeah.
So so at the beginning we had the bubble and we like shared it with our community. We're like, hey, like this is like one of them that just happened to be blowing like a bubble. Everybody hated it so much that it immediately got
it was on Wenmint, bro.
Oh. Was it when we showed that one? Then they like absolutely hated it.
And I was talking with people, in the chat, and they're like, "No, bubble gum." So we ran a poll, and everybody was like, "No." So we're like, it's gone.
98 to 2%.
It's kind of crazy though. Like you think about it, like we spend so much fucking magic internet money, all of us, you too, all of us, on animations, on pictures, on sometimes things that don't even have pictures, right? It's just a fucking ticker. But sometimes certain things in those fake internet pictures that we spend our fake internet money on wind us up, man. And like even with me, like headphones, I have spent so much money on JPEGs with fucking headphones. It's insane. To the point that people just send them to me now. Like when people are trying to sell something that has headphones as a trait, they just DM me, and half the time I buy.
Mine is the jumpsuit.
Yeah,
if it's got a jumpsuit, I'm buying it for sure.
I'm like 1,200% sure that you're probably gonna find a boss with some headphones on it.
Hell yeah!
And so anybody listening here, paying attention, if you happen to find or come across or mint this boss with headphones on it,
just DM me.
And it's the machinist.
Yeah.
And just open a ticket, be like, hey, I got this, and then we'll swap you. We'll make sure the machinist gets it, and we'll swap you something else.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Or I'll just pay an inordinate amount of ADA for it, because that's what I do with those headphones involved.
2,500 ADA.
Yeah, the charts might wreck your ass, but if you find headphones, you can make some money.
Here's a question: How do you feel about projects?
Oh no.
What do you think about projects that during mint list a heavy royalty and then reduce after mint?
I get it. I think it's a fine line, right? Like I understand the ideology behind it, right? But at the same time, right, if this is free and fair, like as soon as I buy something, it's mine and I can do with it whatever the fuck I want, right? That's almost like negative sell, or it's like passive aggressive sell shame. In a way, you know, I don't know. I get it. I get it why a founder would want to do that. But I don't think it's fair or it's right. Now, if that's totally clear from the get-go, if they say this is what we're going to do, and people say we're all right with that, like we still want to mint this, then go for it, right? And nobody can say anything. But I really hope it doesn't become the norm, because some people, that's part of what keeps your mints going. Like if someone mints something that maybe it wasn't what they were looking for, they want to roll the dice again. Sometimes they sell it, but they use that data or whatever it is to buy another. You know, they're going back in normally. At least if they're flooring it like that, that's usually what it is. You know, if it's going for
I've done it because I'm guilty of it for sure.
Yeah. So it's I don't know, man. I do think it's kind of unfair. I wouldn't do it personally. I would just feel like my conscience wouldn't let me do that, because it just takes away from the whole decentralized, like permissionless kind of idea of what we're supposed to be doing. Like once something's yours, It's yours. Like, you can't change the fucking rules. Like, it's not how it goes.
Right. See, the reason I asked is because we were toying with it.
Yeah.
Because this market right now is this market is so volatile right now. You know what I mean? But it would definitely, if we decided that, it would have been like you said, it would have been known from the beginning.
Right.
Even when we raised the royalties on the junkies, the community voted to raise the royalties.
Now, what you said? Oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll say, so we put in a poll. Hey, do you want us to raise the royalties going up to mint to 10% or leave it as is, and people can paper hand whatever they want? And it was like 90%. You know,
well, there you go.
People wanted to raise the royalty.
Right. At the end of the day, it's their project. And you can even put something in where, you know, I don't know what you guys are using the royalties for, but like if someone said, hey, we're going to do this because of the market, but anything that comes in on these royalties, like during that period, we do a cutoff, like maybe that's a giveaway. The community members that help, you know, or it goes towards some kind of something for the community. Just so they know, like, we're not doing this to put more money in our pockets, you know?
Right. Well, right now, the royalty is a 60-40 split. 60% of it goes to a blue chip raffle every month, and 40% goes into the treasury. So I don't see that changing because we're not trying to run a project off of royalties. Right. You know what I mean? But we do want to mint out.
Yeah. Well, of course.
You know what I mean?
Well, and that's the thing, like with you guys, like if this was a new project coming out, we're like, you know, nobody really knows the founders. Nobody really knows what the hell's going on. Like it's their first time around the block. That's one. But with JPEG Empire, like you guys have been here. You took over a rugged project and turned it into something amazing with basically nothing.
Right.
So pretty much anything you guys do, it's not real, you know, it's the community doing it. You know, it's
any major decisions like that will definitely be a community vote. You know what I mean?
Did you see this?
We did vote.
Keep it junky.
Yeah, dude, Carbon Guy. So Crypto Chips IO, the founder, was in our chat, and I was like, dude, just check out what Carbon Guy did. He posted some new ones he just made, and they were like, oh, we actually want to do this kind of thing. So they're like, we connected them, and there they are, man, talking. I hope something big comes out of it.
Hell yeah.
He definitely has a skill set.
He's talented. There's a lot of talented people in this space, man. Like I have art on the walls that's the weirdest. Well, it's not weird, but it's cool. It's kind of weird if you step back and look at it. Like I've had like one NFTs made of me like I'm a sloth on a different chain with headphones, of course, and like racer multicolored glasses. But I have who the hell made this? Code Art. Remember Code Art from Kind of a Brick? He had the machine that does all the drawings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he made like a big thing. It takes pictures and like just it takes a pen and scribbles. Like the pen never comes up off the page and makes this amazing artwork. I have a giant picture of my mug on the wall that he made for me with this crazy machine that he built. It's fantastic. And like these things, like it really is a lot of talent. And people don't realize, like an NFT community member that's deep in this space, the knowledge that you guys have listening is like, that's worth something. You know, it really is. Like you could be out being like a crypto advisor for somebody, like spin up a company, teach people how to make wallets. Like people will pay for that, especially in this market coming up, because the general public is going to get onboarded more and more, right? Everybody in this space that feels like they're just normal, they're just a little guy, they're just a shrimp. Like you have talents and knowledge that is not the norm, and take advantage of it. Right? And maybe make cool little junkies. Look at that fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
He's real. I think I got two of them.
It's funny hearing about you talk about your NFT art that you have on the walls. 90% of the NFT art I have on the wall is a rug pull.
Yeah.
I think I have a junkie and I have the very first box cat I bought up on the wall. Those are like the only two, but like lazy llamas, the freaking what was the ducks one, some outrageous meta eagle that I bought on freaking Ethereum in the height of the bull run.
Oh my
god.
Did either of you get Outer Space Society?
Oh, I remember that bullshit. Yeah,
dude, I love the fucking art though.
I think I did.
There
were a lot of cool looking projects, just shitty people.
Right.
Well, and at the end of the day, sometimes businesses just fail.
Yes.
Right. Like right now on Radix, like I'm spinning up a doxing service, right? Because a lot of these community members don't even know what to look for yet when it comes to red flags. Right. So I want to start teaching people, like there's going to be like a white paper consultation service, everything else. And it's connected to a project that'll give back to the community. But what the hell was I just talking about? I'm tired, man. What did you say?
Doxing service.
Yeah. But why the hell did I even bring that up?
To help protect the community.
Right. No. So I was explaining to them. I'm sorry. I'm really fucking tired. This is the beauty of a live show. But it's some projects just fail, right? Every NFT project or token or whatever else is basically, at least in my opinion, a startup, right? Yes. It's what it is. Like it's a seed funding phrase when you have an initial mint, which is why if people say, oh, we're just doing it for the culture, it's like, then you're not going to make it. I'm sorry. It's cool, but hype is going to burn out after a while. Unless you're one of very few. It's like winning the lotto. If you're that meme coin or whatever that, blows up forever with nothing. Look at Bored Apes right now, man. Everything can go down. And
look at Ape Society. Little bit of FUD, little bit of drama with the levy token and this and that. Boom. Half.
What are they at right now? What's the floor? I don't know.
We just bought one for our giveaway and it was 16.
Really?
Was the floor. Well, 2 months ago it was 16 ADA.
I'm going chops.
1600. But what, 2-3 months ago tops, they were 3,500.
Yeah, and remember at the peak of the fucking bull? Oh my god, nobody could.
Oh yeah,
those things.
When ADA was like $2-3,
right? Exactly. It's just, I think a lot of those projects, maybe they had good intentions like Outer Space Society and the other ones, but no matter what you do, even if everyone's trying, 99% of all of these projects are not going to fucking make it. And it's not flooding anyone's bags. It's just, it's business, right? Especially when there's no business acumen. Like no shade on the, 16-year-old kid, spinning up an NFT project in mom's basement, but sorry, bro, like you gotta have pay taxes and stuff. You need to know how to build a business. Just how it is.
Well, that's definitely true. So one of the first things we did was when we had control is we spun up JPG Empire LLC.
Yeah.
Out of Wyoming, got that out the way, got some contracts signed, and we may not have went to like Wharton or anything like that, but we understand the first basics. You know what I mean? It's a business. It's a startup.
I actually did. I got my fundamentals in blockchain and crypto from Wharton School of Business.
Nice. Oh, well, fuck it. I stand corrected.
And Columbia too. Biggest waste of time. I learned so much more on YouTube. I learned so much more in the trenches. I literally spent like $8,000 right when the courses came out to get this certification. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I didn't have it. But I was in this class with like VPs of like Charles Schwab and like just different like high level executives trying to figure it out. And I was like, damn, I've been watching Ben Armstrong for a while and all these other people. And I know more than these guys that they're teaching me.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like the knowledge that the general degen, regular degen has in this space is marketable. Like go build a business around yourself. Like stop working for other people for the rest of your life. Like this is everyone's chance. Like I post at least once every couple weeks. Like today could be the first day of the rest of your life. Like if you make the choice. And I mean that shit. Like we all could do it. Right? I should do it more, but I fucking crowd myself too much with all the podcasting and everything else. It's just, bro, there's so many spaces. Oh my God.
There's not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
There's definitely not enough time in the day.
No, definitely not.
And we ain't getting younger.
Not yet. No. Someday. Someday I'll stop getting older and then I'll start wasting away.
Would you want to live forever though, if you could?
Depends. What kind of live forever? ever. Are we talking about like Zombie live forever, or like Brad Pitt in Interview with a Vampire live forever?
Maybe Brad Pitt Interview with a Vampire forever.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
You say yeah? You're like, I want to do everything. I want to keep going.
As long as there's a way I can still off myself if I need to, right?
Okay.
Like
right.
A funny window or something, because I'm sure eventually this shit gets old. Yeah, it's just like I've done everything. Right, I'm bored. Like I keep jumping in front of cars just for fun. Like I'm done.
Just imagine what it's going to look like in 100 years from now.
It's going to be insane.
If you told anybody in the 1920s, if you tried to explain the 2020s to somebody in the 1920s, they'd freaking burn you at the stake.
That's a fact. That's true.
You know?
Or lock your ass up somewhere forever.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd be in a freaking insane asylum, you know. Magic, he's a magician or whatever, you know. Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, it's true, man. I don't know what it's going to be. I think AI is going to, a lot of people are scared of AI, but I mean, as long as the base, coding of this, they can't just like decide to take over the planet, right? It's just not going to happen. You look at like Philip K. Dick stories where that's the guy that wrote, like Blade Runner and whatchamacallit, Total Recall. Actually, the original name of Total Recall was We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. I don't know if you guys know that.
That's wild.
Very good. Yeah. But it's, he writes these books where AI is supposed to take care of us. And one day it realizes like we're our own worst enemy. So it pretty much just enslaves us and takes care of us for us. But I don't think anything like that would ever. At the end of the day, the world's just going to kind of run itself with computers because it does it better than us because we're fallible and a computer isn't. And then I think everyone's just going to get really lazy and evolution's, petered out. I mean, I think the only thing we have to go in evolution is probably losing our pinky and our little toe. And that's it. Right? They talk about like tech evolution where we start getting implants and stuff, but that's kind of forced, not really natural evolution.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like everybody's getting smaller.
Yeah.
Balder, more like this from the phones. And that's probably where the little gray aliens come from. Big head, small body. You know what I mean? Because it's all telekinesis. There's no physical that you need to do.
It's all
you know what I mean?
That's a Mac in there. Yeah. It's a fucking Apple's iBrain, right? 2124 coming soon.
Yeah, man, Machinist, you're fantastic. We're almost up here on the hour. One thing, I want to get back on your show, and I actually want to like go through our whole like thing. Like, I want to show you the developer like outline and walk you through what we actually did. Because we're basically having our mint, and once we hit a certain milestone during our mint, we're just going to drop the platform that we've created.
Cool. That'll be awesome, man. We could totally do that. Just let me know when you want to do it. We'll set it up. I'm starting to do, like I was doing a lot of, I think I was doing like 3 Wenmint live streams a week and even more at one point, but I was trying to do a minimum of 3. But it turned into too much. So now I'm cutting it down to 1, right? I usually don't do 2 shows at a time because I want to give people time to really share, what they're building. And sometimes when you have more than one project on one stream, it's tough because they got to share the time. But this week, just with Alpha Surfers and Bees Hive minting, they're both amazing projects. Alpha Surfers is minting right now. That is financial advice. Okay. If you do not know about Alpha Surfers, go look at them. C. Matt is an amazing guy. But yeah, so I'm just going to do one mint a week. I have Sorry Not Sorry we do on Thursdays. That's just our degenerate, like terrible decision space.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, you and Commander have some like special going on. You know what I'm saying?
That's my boo. Oh. We have a good time. Well, we like hanging out and just talking. We don't have time to. Like with my fucking crazy schedule, then with him, he's got lurkers, he's got Angel Finance, he's got marbles. So it's just a way that every week, like we can hang out and bullshit. It's always supposed to be an hour. It always goes for like 2.5, 3 hours.
No, he's a good one. The lurkers are awesome. He's doing a lot of cool stuff. Angel Finance, I mean, like, big. Dude, did you know that they donated Angel to our treasury?
I think so. I think I remember that because that sounds familiar. I watched your stream with them too.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's so fun.
He is good.
He's
funny looking, but he's a good guy.
You hear that, Commander? You're funny looking.
Goddamn right you are, bro. I made actual chaps on Bitcoin for you. But
has anybody?
Oh no,
Twitter picker fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I'm trying to add in the things right now to do these giveaways, and this thing just sucks.
You know what you can use? Have you ever used the StreamYard giveaway tool?
No, tell me how to do that. I've seen you do it.
Stand by. Let me get you the link. It's really cool. They just have to put in the chat like hashtag whatever. You set it ahead of time. And if that doesn't work, depending on how many retweets you have, you can use Simpliers as a Twitter picker, but it usually doesn't check if it's following everyone. I'll put it in our private chat. Yeah, there it is. So that way you can use that for a Twitter picker, but you usually have to manually check if it's following people.
All right.
Let me find this StreamYard giveaway tool. But yeah, this thing's cool, man.
I've seen you use it, and I was like, that thing's awesome.
I don't know if this... Oh, everybody just disappeared. There we go.
See ya. Oh.
So I don't know if this is good or bad, but you guys have a 2 out of 14 chance to win what we're giving away.
That's good, man. Hey, could you add one more?
One more giveaway?
Yeah.
Well, of course we can.
Cool.
What do you got?
Let's give away like 5K of those dog runes that everyone's freaking out about on Bitcoin.
Dog runes?
Yeah.
Oh, sheesh, I want one. That's the problem with working on this project.
You never win.
You can't win anything anymore.
Bro, Dan Hughes, right? The guy that built Radix. He's like the Charles of Radix. Mm-hmm. He's actually doing a space with Charles next week and one other founder. But he just popped into our space earlier and just hung out. And like I just bullshitted with him. He said he had a great time. And he's like, oh, we're going to give away a Cassie token. And those Cassie tokens on Radix, like, the floor is FUD right now, and it's like $1,200.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
And with the price of XRD right now, and
I have to get myself.
It could have, bro, it's insane. Let me take the Radix chart and overlay it with the Cardano chart before it fucking flew up when it went from a couple cents all the way up to $3 last cycle, and they are exactly the same, literally exactly the same. And nobody thought Cardano would do it either. And Radix has. Cardano is great tech, but it still needed work then, right?
Right.
Wasn't all the way there. And it can still use improvement, but everything can. But Radix, man, he did the other day, they did the full daily transactions of like Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin together in like 30 minutes. Like not even putting the pedal to the metal. And he posts this shit on Twitter, like he shows it. He's like, this is actually happening. Their TPS is insane. So there's no reason that can't go nuts. But yeah, that Cassie token, like imagine what that'll be when it blows up. And of course, I even said it. I'm like, the best thing about being a host is you never win. You never get. But it's so fun though. It's cool giving shit away. Like I've had giveaways where people, especially during the last, bull run, where people literally said, they're like, you have no idea how much this means, because they're from a part of the world where, a couple hundred ADA when ADA's at $3, like that's, almost $1,000 to us. Like, yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Make car payment or, to help with the rent. To them, like they're feeding their family for like months off.
Oh, when Axie Infinity was big.
Yeah.
And people were making like a month's worth of wages for one day of gaming.
Crypto now.
And they had to rent the Axie from somebody because they couldn't afford the Axie. So they were if they owned it, they would have made even more. And they were making, they make $10, $20 a day. That's like a month's wages. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you never know people's situations, right? That's why I hate when people sell shame people. Like I've had to sell shit in the past in my life that I didn't want to sell, but I had to, because at the end of the day, if there's bills to pay and I got a family to take care of, like, I'm not rich. Okay. And if I have this stuff sitting there and I made a profit on it, a profit's a profit. I'm putting it towards, good things. But yeah, sometimes those giveaways, man, it can really change a person's life. Oh, and I put that giveaway, the StreamYard giveaway thing in our private chat up here, guys. It's just StreamYard.com/giveaway.
Okay, I see it right here.
Yeah,
right.
And then
we are gonna have to remember that for the next stream.
We're gonna play with it.
So Machinist has given up 5,000 dog runes.
Yes.
The giveaway I was talking about is a free boss mint.
Nice.
You will get a free boss mint.
Wait, what do I have to do? I have to retweet something? Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, you can win this one. You can win a free boss mint, but
because we're all posting it, the JPEG Empire one.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then John is giving away, CryptoChips.io is giving away something.
Yeah, they're giving away a Bitcoin bundle, which on their website it's like $50, and you can get it for free.
That's pretty fun.
They'll deliver it to you, and yeah. Super excited.
How long do we want to run this giveaway?
Dude, I say 72 hours.
That seems a little long.
You said it seems a little long?
She never.
All right, well then.
It seems a little long.
48 hours.
48 hours? Okay,
yeah,
so this time.
Yeah.
Actually, so what we'll do is during our Sunday stream.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was thinking.
That is when we will announce the winners on the Sunday stream. But what you have to do, you have to follow The Machinist, Desert Crypto, John Carter, and JPG Empire.
I'm not following you. Count me out.
Here's something that
everybody already are, sir.
To understand as well. Okay. So people like giveaways, right? But people tend to like giveaways more when it has a heavy monetary value. So if somebody wins this free boss mint, they're in our Discord. They have used one of the sneak peek bosses as their PFP. They have auto like and retweet turned on. Then they, for free, get put in the raffle for an ape society.
That's awesome.
Current floor is 1,600.
You have
so
you
know what I'm saying?
Retweet? That's awesome. I didn't even know they did that.
The G5 bot.
Yeah.
G5 bot has auto.
Yeah. That whole I try not to get in the middle of that only because of that ADA stuff. I don't really know what happened with that, so I stay away.
I don't know. No,
now I'm intrigued.
Whoa! All right, let's go. This stream is about to get exciting. Retweet the room, people. All right, so Blano from G5 Bot or G5 Bot, right?
Okay.
Used to be founder of Ancient Dragon Alliance, and I don't now. This is all conjecture. Okay. But we all know like Osiris Green and those guys, amazing team over at Ancient Dragon Alliance. But apparently that was being built there. And that was supposed to be like that for that project. And then when he left the project, he took that with him and monetized it and turned it into his own thing. I think. But I know it's something damn close to that if I'm off. And there is no love lost between the two, and that split I know that bot is the reason, and that service, and I know because I interviewed them, because anyone in this space, if you're an OG in this space and you built your project like during the bull, you probably came on my show and I gave you a shot when nobody else would, right? Like when no one would talk to like Thaddeus from Wild Tangs or Zora and Fana from Deadly Sins, like they were on Wenmint. And yeah, I remember him being there and that, he was part of the team. And then I didn't even know about it. And then one day it came up in the space and I got a DM from one of the Ancient Dragon Alliance team members telling me a bit of the story. It's pretty messed up, actually.
That's very interesting because I had a fantastic, really long talk with Blano. We had really good,
I'm not saying he's a bad guy.
You should have him on.
I should. We should just hash this shit out.
Yeah, man.
I like bringing stuff like this up on shows because then they're like, well, that's bullshit. I'm going to go handle this. And I do want to know. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is conjecture, but that's what's going around. Okay. And I know that there's no love lost. So I don't
know. So I don't know about the past. That I don't know about. But
we like it.
Warden Hansel is part owner of G5 Bot.
Yeah, 50%.
And he is the one that turned us on to the service.
Right, because they use it for their launch pad. And I like Warden Hansel. Great guy.
Right.
I don't know if he knew about this or knows what's going on. He more just like he was connecting people with stuff. I don't know about all that and how he got tied into it. This is very early on. I'm sure this might have been before Wenmint was even on chain, when this happened. I'm not really sure.
Right.
And if I'm wrong, tell me about it, people. Engagement's good. I don't care.
Yes.
I'll have him on. I'll have the tell-all on my show, and then we'll just be like, that damn machinist.
Yep. This is
and then we'll have you pop up.
Like if it's not right, come fucking tell me I'm wrong, bro. I'm wrong all the fucking time. But that's what I was told from a pretty trustworthy source. And I know the team at ADA isn't happy with him. Maybe
that's definitely interesting.
I'm not speaking for Ancient Dragon Alliance, but
right. Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
If there's an issue, bring it up. If we can't have debate and discourse, then
Johnny Blaze. Listen, man. People just tell me shit, and I'm just like, all right. Well, you didn't not say anything, so I'm gonna say it. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, when I see stuff like that or hear it, I have to get to the bottom of it. I should have done it with GeFi. Oh, look at yachts. Throw that up there.
Yeah.
Everyone knows fucking yachts, right? Yeah. And you trust this. And again, who knows?
You know what? That statement. So I'm going through our comments, and they're almost all YouTube. You make that one statement, and boom, we got X comments.
Yeah, Twitter came in hot.
Yeah, Twitter came in hot.
And the only reason I'm saying I don't know for sure. I know that there's something negative going on. I don't know the exact steps that happened, so I'm not going to swear to it. But I know that when that separation happened, that bot happened with the separation, and it was not supposed to happen that way. Or at least what was being built for it. If the bot wasn't fully built out yet. They were all working on it together. So that I do know. I just don't. I can't speak to the exact was it fully built out at this point? Was and I'm not going to put words in anyone's mouth. I'm not going to say anyone's mad at anyone else saying what I heard. And I'll bring it up because again, this is a free goddamn show, and I'm a guest.
That's right.
And guess the rules, man. But anyway,
that's what I heard.
We do not censor on JPEG Empire.
Yeah, this is
YouTube might, but X doesn't.
Hey, did you hear about that guy? What the hell's his name? There's a guy that wrote a song. It was Austin Foreman, I think. He wrote a song about child trafficking, right? And it's not like it's like an acoustic, nice song. It's sad, it's a heartbreaking fucking song about open borders and how human trafficking is happening right under our noses on our own borders in the States. And it's been taken down on almost every platform. YouTube demonetized them, Instagram kicked his ass off, and he doesn't even say anything about anybody. Really, he just talks about this is happening and we need to pay attention to it. And the fucking guy got completely blacklisted by every.
It's like that movie Sound of Freedom. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a true story about trafficking and stuff like that. And I want to say Disney bought it and then shelved it. So then Angel Productions, eventually they got the money together and bought it back, right?
Right.
And then launched it, and they were doing it in little bit of theaters at a time, but it became the top grossing movie. And they were like, oh, that's because they're giving away tickets and this and that and blah, blah, blah. It's like, wow, why are you trying to rationalize this? You know what I mean? What kind of worldview do you have? I don't want to get into that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm trying to find this song because someone said they'd like to hear it. It actually is a really good, and it's a really fucking sad song, man.
Who did you say it was?
I got a Twitter post here. He doesn't have a whatchamacallit, an X account, right? But he said this is on Spotify now. But this, I believe, oh shit, this is just a picture of it. Let me see if I can find the actual fucking song. Are you kidding me? Did they take it all off here?
What's his name?
Oh, here we go. You can look it up. It's called Silent Auction, I believe. Austin Foreman. Let me see if I can find it.
The name is already pretty dark. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, do you all remember hearing about Wayfair? Like Wayfair during the pandemic, there was like,
yeah.
They basically like, I think it was
with a man she did not recognize, too young to see. It's hard staying black with sin. He said your parents are not far behind. They'll meet us on the other side. As a badge, move them along and wait for them. With blank stares and cold expressions, slowed her asked a couple questions in a language she could barely comprehend. Then they put young Maria on a plane to meet some nice men far away, and she never saw her mom and pa again. Go in and watch the action.
Yeah, I can't listen to that now.
It's fucked up. Like, and he talked about, and some of his posts, like if you find like the Reels post, I think there might still be a Reels post up. They keep taking this shit down. He's just saying like, this is important. I'm going to keep posting it until you guys stop censoring it. And it's not like he's not talking shit. All he says is like, you don't hear about this on the news because the people that pay those newscasters are the ones that know this is happening and they're letting it happen.
Yeah, I was saying Wayfair. They found like a whole bunch of people in their shipping containers.
Really?
Know? And like it was like a while ago. And like, so human trafficking thing, big sting.
I don't remember that part. I do remember they were selling like $10,000 curio cabinets named Bob.
No, they named. There was a like conspiracy that they were naming certain furniture that was expensive after missing children. That was another thing.
Yeah. That's the one I heard. That's crazy.
Right? How is Wayfair?
We gotta change
this if this is right. I'm looking up Wayfair human trafficking.
That's Twitter. It says false conspiracy about furniture. Yeah, Wayfair sex trafficking's lie. Pushed by QAnon to hurt real kids.
Yep.
Interesting.
And then here, how a reporter found the true story behind a false. Yeah, so they're saying it's a conspiracy, but who knows, right?
Yeah. No, okay. So I said conspiracy.
Wayfair sucks anyways because one time I needed to buy a big old area rug for my house, so I'm on Wayfair. It was like $200. They were like, "Well, sign up for the card. We'll take $50 off." I was like, all right, fuck it. Signed up for the card. Oh, you've been denied. What? Do you still want to buy it? Well, yeah, I still want to buy it. 5 days later, I get a card in the mail with my credit line. We're like, oh, here's your new credit line. And this. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Oh, well, you can use it towards your next purchase. I don't want another purchase. All I needed was an area rug.
And the worst thing about these things, right? When you get furniture in a box, I did it last weekend. I had to build like patio furniture outside, and Naomi got small. I told her, I said, this is too small. Like, this is for tiny people, right? This is for midgets. And I love midgets, nothing against, dwarves or whatever. Good people. But this is what this is for. But once you get it, you open the box and you take everything apart. It's like, hey, we should, we can return it. It's like, I can't, how the fuck am I ever going to get this back? I don't know how Amazon got it in a box in the first place. Like, there's no fucking way. You own it at that point. There's no returning it. You buy a couch from Wayfair, take it out of that box. Good luck. Getting it in anything less than a shipping container. Send it back.
I'm not gonna lie. I bought a dresser and like a bookshelf for my room when we moved into this new house. I put the dresser together. The bookshelf is in the box leaning against the wall, and that was 6 months ago.
No, I mean, you can still put stuff on top of it. It's kind of a dresser.
It has a pair of shoes on top of it right now.
There you go. It's fucking shoe rack.
Yeah, I just put together kitchen cabinets, like a small thing, and my wife ordered it. I'm putting it together and whatever. And she's like, "What's taking you so damn long?" So I sent her a picture of the instructions, which are fully Mandarin. There's not a part where it has it in Spanish or English or anything else. The whole thing, I was like, dude, I don't know what this says, dude.
The worst is when it's in like broken English, because then it's in no language, right?
right.
It's like they tried to translate it and just failed, so you can't even like try to take a picture and like Google translate the shit. It's like no one knows what this means at this point.
So Samsung has the new AI in the translate. Really? It came out about a month ago, so it'll translate your texts and everything like that. So me, John, and Seji have our own chat. So I was like, oh, now John, we can talk it right in front of Seji, and he don't know what we're talking about it. And I typed it in and then hit Spanish, and it went across. And then he typed something in Spanish, and I hit translate, and it popped up on my phone.
You know what that means? I don't like Samsung, man, because I think Google seriously, like when it comes to collecting data, I know everyone does it, but everyone that has an Android phone literally has like a little tiny miniature FBI agent like living in their phone listening.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen it with Naomi. Like she won't even be on the phone. It'll be like on the coffee table, face down, right? Screen off. And we'll be talking about like going to dinner somewhere, something weird and like esoteric. Like we'll talk about fucking shellfish or something weird that she has never searched. And the next time she's on Facebook or, whatever else, Instagram, all of a sudden there's like seafood restaurants popping up. Like, we had the discussion. It's nuts.
Well, everything is always listening. I mean, all these little FBI agent Alexa boxes we got, they have to constantly be recording on a loop, or they wouldn't know when to wake up when you say, okay, Google, or Alexa, or Siri, or see, like my freaking phone just woke up right now.
All right, so we are way over time, guys.
Yes,
this
was awesome.
Amazing conversation. This has been an amazing stream. So everybody, like, retweet, make sure you're following all of us, right? And at JPG Empire. Hop in the Discord, change your PFP, put on auto retweets and likes on, because you could win an ape. Mint a boss.
And who doesn't want to win an ape?
Right?
I minted an ape, and then I sold it 2 days later for a 2x, and I thought I was the biggest shit in the world. I was like, bro, I'm the man. That was like my first 2x in the space.
What was the mint price of the ape?
I think it was 100 ADA.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I first seen him at 198, and I was like, this ain't going nowhere. It's another freaking 8 PFP. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they were sold out. That was back in the day when like they things would sell out, but transactions would still fail. So you just kept trying to mint, and I lucked out and got like one of the last ones in that OG mint. And by the way, Crypto Knight, I just want to let you know that I love you. And you're absolutely right about that fucking tent. Because every single tent manufacturer does that bullshit. There's no truer statement.
So you can't return it.
Yeah, you can't. You can't even put it up. You put it up once, and that's it. You got to put it in a garbage bag for the rest of its fucking life. But, I'm sorry. That's what I'm talking about. You have me on the show. It's just going to keep going. It's just going to get weirder.
Everybody, make sure you also follow the machinist. All his socials are in the description. Follow Wenmint Podcast. Follow the machinist. His YouTube channel is in the description. Everything.
Hell yeah.
Hit the like button on the way out. And
don't forget to go check out XRD Gens on as well. The art's really fucking cool. And not only are we building a doxing service on Radix, but I do love Cardano. So we're going to have a little cross-chain rewards with that project. But I'm not announcing too much more at this point. But pretty much if you have an XRD Gen on Radix, you're probably going to get some sort of passive income from Cardano. But that's all I got.
So I'm not sure. This bio looks like it's in Cyrillic.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
Right?
Just so people don't mistake what I'm saying. This is what I meant. It's not really in Cyrillic, everybody. He is not a Russian asset.
The machinist. So you are you on that team or helping them or like working with them?
What, XRD Gen?
Yeah.
That's my project.
Your thing, your project. Okay, so like, we need to look. I need to get back on your show because like it would be kind of interesting if we could figure out a XRD thing with what we're doing.
Yeah, I was just gonna do it. Like I just did it because I like the chain. I was like, I'm just gonna make art, like, and I'm just having fun. And then in true form, because I'm an idiot, I was like, I can't just make art. Like I have to add utility. And then I'm like, oh, well, I love Cardano, so let's go cross chain and add Cardano in. And now I'm building this giant fucking empire, kind of like yourselves. So yeah, it'll be fun. And we announced today on the space that FOMO and XRD gens are going to be working very, very closely. But I can't say much more than that yet.
Oh, that's lit.
Well, I think I need to buy some more FOMO then. And another thing, everybody, go on Amazon. All you have to type into Amazon is Wenmint. It's written right here on the shirt.
When fucking mint, without the fucking.
Without the fucking.
And you will and you can have
high quality merch
as your JPEG Empire NFT, maybe because that is a real shirt that is in that as that trait. But I'm sorry, I know you got to go.
Yes, I have the tank top of that shirt. As a matter of fact,
hell yeah,
it's just not warm enough yet.
I have the banana hammock. It's never warm enough.
All right,
everybody. You guys have a great night. Like, share, you know what to do. We are out.
Thanks, guys.
Out. Thank you.